What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the 2019 Monday Night Rants NFL Football Fantasy Football Draft. Yes, it's finally here. Woo! I know we don't have the big extravagant green screen and everything like we had last year, but that's because I had a baby. So I got to be here. I got to do my thing, but still be able to draft with you, the listeners at home. What a great field we have tonight, all 12. We announced the picks on Wednesday. We're here tonight. Everybody is here. There's going to be a phone-in number where you could even call in and talk smack. I know Daddy himself, Mr. Bobby Cables, is going to be all over that one. So if it's busy, it's because Bobby's trying to call in, okay? That's the way that's going to work. Boom. With me tonight is going to be Anthony Zaragoza, at Zaragoza Anthony. But no, not over Skype audio. You're going to be able to see the face of Anthony Zaragoza. So be prepared to turn your heads the other way so you don't go, ah, because his face is something to behold, people. Anthony is going to join me in a few minutes here. We are minutes from the draft, 8 minutes and 45 seconds. We're counting down, and I'm going to let you know how this is going to go. So you see me talking here. We'll split screens. You'll see Anthony and myself as well. And I also have a different scene, which is this one that you see right here. You can hear my voice over the top of the draft board. This is the live draft board from Yahoo for the 2019 Wednesday Night Rants draft. You can see all the smack talk on the right from everyone involved. You can see the people that are still on auto draft, which is very disappointing when we got 8 minutes and 16, 15, 14 seconds left until the draft goes. I could even bring it down a little bit if you want so you could see the time. Let's do that right now so you can see how much time is left. Of course, I had the 12th pick. I won't be getting Saquon Barkley, of course. But there you go. There's the round one. 12th pick right there. 7:56 and counting. You can see the live draft board. A lot of fun there as well. So, questions, anything you want to ask during the draft, feel free to call in. As we get a little bit in, I will be posting the call-in number. I'm not going to do it now because I don't want it to go berserks as I'm trying to prepare. I got no cheat sheets. I got nothing. I'm using strictly my fantasyalarm.com knowledge, and you should too. Fantasyalarm.com right now. Go to fantasyalarm.com. Labor Day sale. 30% off anything and everything. It's all you need for all your drafting, guys. They have cheat sheets. They have the biggest draft guide, the best draft guide. My boy Howard Bender and the crew hooking it up with John and Pemba and Matt Sells too. Yeah, I like rhyming. I like rap music. Deal with it. It's awesome. Check it out. 30% off right now with code Labor Day. And also for the full season of DFS work as well. I win money every year playing Howard Bender's playbooks. I can prove it to you. You should too. Great deal over there at fantasyalarm.com. So without further ado, as we click down here, we are now at 6:50 until the draft starts. As you can see to my left here on this draft board I have live. Live draft. Everyone can see your face right now.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
¿Cómo estás, señor? Everyone can see your face right now. How do you feel being on the show when your face?
I'm hearing all the kids screaming right now at the TV saying, "Mommy, turn it off!"
They're going like this.
Oh hell no!
You are wearing your Derek Carr gear, I could see, and you rocking the Raiders hat, of course. I'm rocking the 1990s Chargers right here. This is the original Drew Brees collection, and you're rocking some Raiders stuff as well. You are a Raiders fan. Is that going to persuade you in any way tonight to pick Raiders higher than most people would in any given night?
There's only one guy that I can see that's in my grasp, and it's someone that we've talked about on the show. I don't want to release his name because I don't want to influence anybody else from getting him, but there's one guy I'm targeting in my draft slot, and if he's there, get ready for me to scream on the top of my lungs.
Okay, so that would be Hunter Renfrow, correct? Is that who we're looking at?
If you're watching Hard Knocks, how can you not like Hunter Renfrow? He looks like the kid that you paid $20 to mow your lawn every Saturday. That's how he looks like.
Yes, he does. But you know what? He's going to be in a good position if he gets that slot drive. Philip Christ said, enjoyed last year. I should have had an invite for winning last year. Dude, it was an open invite to everyone who was in it. If you did not click the link to get in it, then you missed out. Sorry, Philip. Love you, buddy. But
that's rough, man.
It got sent to everybody. Everybody had a chance. There's a lot of people that were in it last year, and it was open to anybody. Each year, it's strictly blank canvas, and everyone can paint their way on to it, if you would, I guess, in a way.
Hell yeah!
All right, I'm right. So, Anthony, what is the strategy? Where are you picking in this draft, and what is your strategy going in as we count down now to 4:24 left on the draft board?
I'll keep it real brief since it's going to happen pretty quickly. But at the 8th spot, where I've been doing my drafts and mocking, I've been doing a lot of wide receiver stacks late in that first round. So if the guys I'm looking for I like are there, I'll probably go wide receiver. And that's when I'm crossing my fingers and hoping there's not Lamar Miller in the 3rd round for me. So that's what I'm praying for. We'll see what happens, but I'm going to go with that strategy.
Okay. Yeah, I'm looking at the board right now, and I'm a little worried that there's still some people not involved here. Oh, there's Suck Mike Dicka has just arrived on the red carpet himself. Still waiting for a couple more. I know Bobby will be joining us. 4th and Niners. Josh is still trying to get in. I forgot who she may field a Chubb, but the first overall pick not on the board yet. 3 minutes and 32 seconds. Let's look at the draft board real quick here, and let's just pick a random person out here. Let's go with 2 girlies, 1 cup here at number 7. And I'm going to ask you this question. Does making your name already before you even draft 2 girlies, 1 cup make you pretty much have to pick Gurley and Cooper Kupp in this situation?
I would think so. It'd be awkward if you don't have them. That's your team name.
So you think Gurley goes number 7 to 2 girlies, 1 cup here?
You know what? All the news since, when him being pretty much off the shelf, not playing at all.
Oh, hold on. I'm getting some dude telling me what I should pick. I'm going to cancel out of that real quick. Yeah. He's going to say, this is a good chance for you to get Lamar Miller. Anyways, keep on going with that. Sorry about that. We're down to 2 minutes and 40 seconds here.
Yeah, so I don't know. I think it's encouraging news with Gurley. He, for all accounts, sounds like he's healthier than what people expected. So he should be getting the bulk of carries and receptions. But you just don't know. That playoff and Super Bowl run that they had, a lot of uncertainty, and he pretty much was non-existent. And that worries you as far as your first-round pick. You don't want any question marks when it comes to a first-round pick, and there's some big question marks there for him.
There's a ton of question marks this year. There's one right there at number 5, and Ezekiel Elliott. I've managed to get him and handcuff him. I'm not going to say who. You should know by now if you're drafting this league. You're sitting, what number are you at right now? You are at, oh, there you are. Forgot about Jay. Is that you?
Yep, you know what?
Number 8 could be a spot. If Ezekiel Elliott is there at number 8, would you take him?
No way. I cannot chance him now, especially with the comments Jerry Jones made this week. It just smells like multiple games, and multiple games with your first round pick is just you don't want to be Le'Veon Bell.
No, you don't.
That's all I gotta say.
You don't. Welcome, she Mayfield a Chubb, number 1 pick overall. Still rating on Josh at Tater Tots, 4th and Niners. And where's Bobby Cables? Can you tweet Bobby Cables, Anthony, real quick, and tell Bobby Cables?
I gotta talk.
Tell Daddy himself to get on the draft board right now because he is coming up at number 11 here shortly.
I'm not gonna call him Daddy, but I will reach out to him.
Still waiting on 4th and Niners and Tater Tots. We're coming down to 1 minute left until the draft. Strategies are in. We've been talking about this for a long time. I know Justin Watson is excited. 2 girlies, 1 cup just left, so he's apparently not happy with our.
You got scared, brother. I'm intimidating.
I'm sure he'll be back soon. 50 seconds until the draft. 2 minutes, and then looks like Tater Tots is going to get auto draft because I'm sure she Mayfield and Chubb already has the pick in at number 1 overall, which I presume here would be Saquon Barkley. I'm thinking about beer, apparently. Saquon Barkley will be the number 1 pick overall in this type of league. But you know what? He could surprise me in Kamara or McCaffrey, as I call the big 3, because after that it drops. Nick Chubb X rank on Yahoo is up to 4th overall, which is insane to me. I'm not really. She Mayfield and Chubb may get Chubb 1st overall. We don't know. It could be something crazy here. It is on you. It is the name. If you have the name, my name is no luck needed because I don't need luck. because he no longer plays football. See what I did there?
Wow.
Yep. And you forgot about Jay as we start the draft. So you don't need Jay because you forgot about him. 2 minutes on the clock. Oh, wait, 1 minute 30 each person on the clock. You can take as much time as you need. 4th and Niners is here. Bobby Cables, where are you? Tater Tots, where are you? Alvin Kamara, number 1 overall.
I'm not mad at that pick. I really am not.
I think Tater Tots is going to end up with Saquon Barkley here. Of course, auto pick. Will's
now,
team.
Edward, here's a question for you, bud. With 3 wide receivers, 2 running back lineup, are you focusing a little more on wide receivers because you have to start that extra one, or does that change anything in your strategy?
You see, I'm kind of waiting to see what happens as McCaffrey goes number 3. Because when I'm in the 12th spot, you're kind of just waiting for stuff to filter to you. You know what I mean?
The leftovers.
So with the receivers and the running backs, I'm kind of waiting to see. Hopkins goes 4th, which I like. I like that pick right there, especially in this
smart.
league. Yep. Ezekiel Elliott to Unksav. He's taking the plunge, which means I'm going to get Pollard in the 3rd round and ruin his day. So Ezekiel Elliott just went number 5 to Justin Watson, a.k.a. Unksav, if you will. Last year's trade winner of the league.
Yes.
Back to the draft board here. 1 minute and 12 for 4th and Niners. Where is Bobby Cables? Did you tweet him?
I messaged him. I said, hey, Bobby, get at it. Stop hanging around that New York nightclub you're in right now.
Get at it. Get at it, Bobby. Here's the draft board. Currently, we're waiting on 4th and Niners. And I'm going to go back to us real quick on the board. So coming up to your pick here after 4th and Niners, we got 2 Grillies, 1 Cup, and then you're up. What do you see here on the board that you like?
I'm excited. I don't want to jinx it, but I'm really excited on who I can possibly get there at the 8th spot.
Okay, well, we'll have to see. The anticipation is killing me. And you know I got plenty of buttons here for you, depending on how your pick goes. How I'm going to judge it. David Johnson going 6. Nick Chubb quickly going to that 7th spot. Didn't even think about it. Nick Chubb going. What is it going to be? What is it going to be?
I talked about it last week. I talked about it this week. I said with those running backs off the board, I want to go wide receiver.
You're going with Devontae, aren't you?
Someone like Devontae Adams. I think at number 8, to start off with the number 1 receiver, the season that he had last year, in his prime, Aaron Rodgers should, even though he had a really good year last year, should be even better. I just think that's a no-brainer in my mind. But
there you go.
What? I finished near last year, so who knows? Don't even believe me, but yeah, I'm taking Devontae. There he is. There's my first wide receiver.
Devontae Adams and Suck Mike Ditka. Try to say that 10 times fast. It's off the board. You can see.
I got kids at home. I don't want them to hear that.
Devontae Adams is off the board here. So we got James Conner is best available according to Yahoo. Julio Jones, Dalvin Cook, Odell Beckham, Le'Veon Bell, Michael Thomas, Juju Smith-Schuster, Travis Kelce, Tyreek Hill, Joe Mixon, and my boy George Kittle, of course, still there as well. As we got Suck Mike Ditka on the board here. Like I said, when you have your name that before pre-draft, you're pretty much telling everybody, hey, here's who I'm going to pick. But that hasn't been the case because 2 Grillies, 1 Cup went Chubb, right? And Dalvin Cook just went.
Jay Ajayi in the first round.
You did not, yeah. So Shea Mayfield of Chubb went with Alvin Kamara. So Julio Jones going. There. Bobby Cables is about to get a auto draft. Poor Bobby Cables.
Bobby is a big Julio Jones fan. In every league that we're in with him,
he went James Conner, and I am officially on the clock here with my picks. So
a lot of options here, Edward. A lot of options.
There is a lot of options. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to go with, I think, my receiver 3 for the season. And I'm going to pick Juju Smith-Schuster here in the 12th spot and then kind of contemplate which running back I'd like to pair with him if I do. I may go receiver 2 here and then get my running backs on the turn next time. So let me think about it.
It's a risk. It's rolling the dice, but it's like you, especially at the turn, you have pretty much 3 minutes. Yeah, 2 picks.
Correct. So I'm going to go Juju Smith-Schuster right here. So there's the noise. I got my Juju Smith-Schuster, and I think this is going to shock a lot of people here. There's Odell Beckham, there's Le'Veon Bell, There's Kelsey, there's Tyreek Hill, there's all these people on the board. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to go wide receiver. I'm going to solidify my wide receiver crew right here and hope that some of these running backs I like are there on the next turn. It could hurt me, but I'm going to go Michael Thomas and Juju Smith-Schuster as my number 2 studs. Last year, my weak spot was receivers. It cost me the season in this league. I'm going to solidify that now. I've done enough drafts to know receivers are deep. I'm sorry, running backs are deep. Receivers aren't as deep as they've been. I want my 2 studs, Juju Smith, Michael Thomas. Put it on the board. Bobby Cables is on the clock. So there you go.
No, and you've heard a lot of that around is anything from wide receiver 24 to 50, they're all interchangeable. So if you can lock in 2 number 1 guys in there, dang it, Odell.
Well, that was an auto pick because Bobby is not with us. Not no longer with us. He's just not with us.
He was never there.
Currently. He was so excited too. Where are you at, Bobby? Come on. So I'm gonna after round 4 or 5, I'm gonna open the phone line for people to call in and have a lot of fun. We're gonna have some fun, guys.
Are we gonna have a beverage break somewhere?
We will have a break. I will pause it for a little bit in the middle, like we did last year.
Devontae Freeman.
I got shamed. Wade has shamed me for my double wide receiver pick. I like Devontae Freeman in the Fantasy Alarm Draft Guide. I picked him as my comeback player of the year. So I like that pick right there. I was hoping he would fall to the turn. He did not. So at 15th, though, with Le'Veon Bell on the board and Joe Mixon, probably wouldn't have done it there. But, sometimes you got to reach because things are on the top shelf.
I don't like this, man. I did not. Okay.
Tyreek Hill there. There you go. You know what? For getting Devontae, you got a nice little pretty little platter there for you. So what are you going to do here? Let's talk about your pick before you do it. You got a minute 20.
Well, I keep stressing that strategy I've been saying since day one. I have to continue. I can't say one thing and do the other. I wish Odell would have slipped through there somehow, but good old Bobby Otto drafted there. I would have loved Odell and Devontae, but there's a couple running backs in there that I like, but I don't know.
Let's go to the board and see what you do here.
It's my least sexiest wide receiver 2 that I've drafted with this strategy, but I think young guy should be in a better offense this year. Was a target monster for like 4 seasons in a row. Yeah, I'm gonna do this and just kind of see. We're both doing the same strategy pretty much right now. So we're going to see what happens in this next turn. But
all right, yeah.
With my buddy, I'm not going to make it any more dramatic. Come on board, bud.
Mike Evans, nice. So Mike Evans, Devontae Adams combo platter. Okay, that's not bad. There goes Travis Kelce, the 2 girlies, 1 cup. 4th and 9ers is on the clock. So you got a ways to go here. A lot of my running backs coming up, and I'm going to be obviously going to running back, or if they're not there, maybe I won't. We'll see. People, it has to come to me.
Maybe you will, maybe you won't.
It has to come to me. Let the draft go to you. Don't go to the draft. However it plays out, it plays out. That's what we're doing here today. And I'm upset, and I'm not going to trade with Justin Watson. I'm just putting it out there right now. I'm not trading with Justin unless it's a good trade. That guy, he's going to try to trade everybody. He's going to trade a penny for $1. I'm not calling you out, buddy. I'm sorry. I love you. I thought our trade was very fair last year, and you're a very fair trader. But it's just the injury after just killed me. But it's all good though. It's all good. You'll probably win.
Does it still hurt, Edward? It sounds like it still hurts.
A little salty. I'm not gonna lie.
Let it go. Come here.
You need a hug. Yes, a hug. We're gonna do a hug. We're doing hugs there today.
Virtual hug right now.
Yeah, 4th and 9ers still on the clock at 19th overall. Still got Le'Veon Bell on the board. Let's go. Let's check out the draft board real quick. We got Le'Veon Bell. We got Mixon, Kittle, Williams, who I'm not really that high on. I really like another running back in that system. Keenan Allen, Aaron Jones, carry on my wayward son. Your boy Antonio Brown. Le'Veon Bell. Can't say no to that right there. It's kind of a good spot for him. Damian Williams, as I just talked shit on Damian Williams, gets picked up as well. So Watson's rolling with the Williams and Zeke combo.
Wow. If there's ever been a toss-up, that's going to be it right there.
That is very much
Zeke.
so.
If Zeke can play, it's going to work, but I don't know, man. He might still be in Cabo week 1. That's nerve.
Yeah, he's going to definitely have to solidify that later on with some backups or some handcuffs, if you will. Man, we're still waiting on our boy. Where's our boy Bobby? He's supposed to be calling in.
You know what? I don't want to hear another word from him in our group chat ever again. He was talking it up, and he doesn't go to bed till like 3 Eastern because he's over there in New York. And it's just like he's probably barely having dinner right now.
I know, right?
Somehow.
It's probably at the pub. It's Friday night, 3-day weekend, Labor Day weekend. He's probably getting his drink on. He's probably like, I'm Bobby Cables, a.k.a. Daddy, and I'm getting my drink on right now.
What a nickname. I wonder if that was self-given or if someone actually called that.
Dude, that's his Yahoo name, too. Which makes it even better.
There he is.
Todd Gurley, Joe Mixon. Going off the clock one by one here. Pretty interesting what we have going on so far. Keenan Allen off the clock. She Mayfield to Chubb. Going Kamara. Probably has to go receiver here. I would and do something crazy. We will see. We will see what happens.
Man, there's your buddy. There's your most popular player. Your Patrick Mahomes of 2019.
George Kittle.
Is
sitting right there. Not enough. Yes. Too many birds to feed and not enough food on that team. Don't think George Kittle repeats. Antonio Brown going. There's your number 1 receiver there. It's a boomer bust pick. There's your boy off the board. We'll show the draft board real quick so you can see.
Cold as ice, bud.
Yeah, you can see the draft board currently. We have George Kittle best available.
You didn't get my joke, man. Cold as ice?
No, because of his feet, right?
Yes, his feet.
Yeah. I was going to say short bust because he has issues with his helmet. But yeah.
Jeez, get out. Get out. Oh, my God. I cannot wait to watch a game with you this year, Edward.
It's going to be fun.
It's going to. Oh, man.
I have ribs slow cooking right now for tomorrow's Oregon game. There goes Kittle off the board for tomorrow's Oregon game.
What do you like that stack? Right now we got Kamara, Brown, and Kittle.
I like that. They're solidifying their ones per each position. Oh, tight end run as Zach Ertz just went. There goes Mahomes. Woo! Off the board there. Mahomes already. Who was that just got Mahomes? That was Will's team. So Will's team there going with Mahomes already. That is a 3rd rounder for Mahomes. We'll open the phone lines after the 4th round. Mahomes.
Are we going to pause in the 4th round?
We are not going to pause yet. No. We are not going to pause quite yet. I'm going to look up and see Will's team with Mahomes. So he has Mahomes, Christian McCaffrey, and Joe Mixon. If I had Christian McCaffrey and Joe Mixon, I would go Mahomes there too. So very good, Will. I like that right there. That's a good pick. Because I was hoping maybe he would have like another receiver that wasn't an ace or something and be like, okay, how is he going to build up that? But somehow Mixon fell to him, and he was able to get Mahomes with that as well. So
you know what? And the thing is, I know some people love balance, but it's like, wouldn't you rather be strong in like 2 positions versus just like average everywhere? Like he pretty much solidified his running back. He got to QB1. Like, he is strong at the top right now.
Yes, but he has to get his receivers, and receivers are going quickly in this league. Because remember, receivers are valued in this league as much as running backs. As we see as Thielen just goes. After Kerryon Johnson. That's Unksov going with the Thielen there as well. No questions yet. A couple of things I've already read off. Like I said, we're going to be opening up the phone lines here shortly. We'll see how it goes. I may turn them off real quick, depending on what happens. But I will be posting the number on the Facebooks and onto the Periscopes, so you can call in. And you know what? Actually, I'm just going to put it for the people in the league first, and then put it out there for everyone else. 4th and Niners, definitely no stranger to taking their time. Goes with Amari Cooper there, followed by Chris Godwin. Like that high upside pick there. Interesting defense there. If someone marries me, there's hope for there. No, I'm really worried about this Bobby Cables now. Auto pick right in front of my pick.
Do we need to make an APB out there in New York for him? I'm getting worried.
I am too. Maybe we should. Really worried about the auto pick right in front of me at this moment. Kind of disappointed, to be honest. So we'll see how that works out. But
where this is going, man.
Let's do this here. Let's put in the call-in number for everybody in the draft and see who calls in, and let's talk to them. Why not? Let's have some fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do it. Well, I'm on the board right now.
You are. What are you doing? What are you looking for here? Obviously, you need a running back.
Obviously. But you know what? You know me, Edward.
You may go something crazy here. We don't know.
I'm telling you, man. Jay Ajayi, if he signs with the Texans, brother, that's RB1 potential. But no, I like the depth at running back right now. I'm going to go and I'm going to get my third receiver right now.
Ooh, Stephen. Going Stephen. Stephen hard.
Oh, what was that?
I don't know.
Suck my dick. What are we going on here?
I don't know, but I'm really worried about this Bobby Cables right now. We'll see what happens, though.
Yeah, he's not going to let us down. I know it. He's not going to let us down.
I don't know. He is still not showing up, and he's going to be auto pick right in front of me, and the auto pick can hurt me here. Suck Mike Ditka. Meanwhile, on the draft board, Suck Mike Ditka is looking for something here. Don't know what's on his team, where he's thinking here. You probably do best available at this point. We'll see what that. Brandon Cooks in that spot. See, now I'm getting really worried about this. I think Goldmer's an Indianapolis Colts fan, so if I had to put money down on the board, I think Marlon Mack was going to be disappearing here. Oh, Whit Edelman.
You're in a good spot here.
I think I'm going to end up with two really good running backs right here. And I am. I'm going to take my time a little bit.
I can't. You know what? The two guys you've been talking about getting in the second and early third round.
Yes.
Are there for you.
Yeah. I'm definitely going to be going Derrick Henry because I like him as being maybe top 3 in rushing yards this year. And then I'm going to have to choose between Fournette and Montgomery. Now, as much as I like Montgomery, he's a rookie, not proven. Fournette's coming out saying he's looking good. And I will take Thomas, Juju Smith, Fournette, and Henry as my big 4. It's probably what I'm going to do.
Man?
It's probably what I'm going to do here. But you know what? What I'm going to do is I'm going to go back here because I got time, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put my little screen up that says, I'll be right back because I'm making my draft pick.
Look at this guy just milking it to the last second. Edward, put your shirt back on. I wish you guys could see this, but Edward is somehow so excited because of his pick. He is shirtless now. It's unreal. This is a kid-friendly show. What are you doing? Nine seconds, brother. There it is.
Okay, so I went Derrick Henry with that pick right there. Sorry, I had to pause. I had to do my. I'm deciding my pick. I went Derrick Henry with that pick. I just like him as being a stud. He did lead all running backs in rushing touchdowns last year. I put him in the Fantasy Lamb draft guide last year. His first time ever 10 touchdowns or more. I was right with that one. I'm sticking with my guns this year. I can't go Montgomery here. I have to go Fournette. Fournette looks healthy. After him, there's not a lot there. You gotta like Fournette in this situation, and but that could cost me. Montgomery could end up being a stud, but I've been burned by first-year running backs before a lot. So I'm gonna go with Fournette here, and have a nice foursome going on into round 5. Bobby Cables, where are you? I think someone needs to get on the phone with New York Stat and say that Daddy, aka Bobby Cables, is dead because he is no longer with us. Robert Woods going to Bobby Cables. Again, having that auto pick in front of me did not hurt me there, but it will. O.J. Howard. We're talking about a tight end run. Here it is. Suck My Ditka is on the board here. What do we got here?
Either Dick is going to be my best friend or he's going to be my worst enemy right now.
He is definitely going to be one of those two. That is for sure. So that is a guarantee. There's no in between there. Way to go on a limb, huh? How's your beer supply going over there, buddy? I know it's draft night. You live for draft night. It is Friday night. At the same time, no worky for you tomorrow.
I'm excited, man. I don't want to be dramatic, but this is gonna make or break my draft right now.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. How about Deshaun Watson?
Let's do it.
Happiness on the face of Anthony Zaragoza, everybody. That right there is the happiest man ever, and he's a Raiders fan. It is hard to be happy when you're a Raiders fan.
Oh, wow. You know what? After bashing first-year running backs, Edward, I'm going to go to the contrary. What limited action I saw is 5 carries in week 2 of the preseason. Doug Martin has been released, so there's no depth.
Oh,
right now.
You're not even going with with who I thought you're going with. You're going to a homer.
I'm telling you, what do you think I was excited, man?
Okay. Go for it. Connect 4, my friend. Let's do it.
You know what? This is I'm kind of second guessing that third wide receiver. I wish I probably would have went with those running backs that you took. They would have put you in a bind. But you know what? You go big or go home here. I love Josh Jacobs, his story, his talent. Obviously, he didn't play that much in Alabama, but man, RB1, top 12 potential at his position, and I love it right here. So let's put him on the team, baby.
All right, Josh Jacobs going to the Raider fan himself, Anthony Zaragoza, at number 41 overall, leaving 2 girlies, 1 cup, with no girlies or cup on their team. Up next, going with Philip Lindsay in a surprise move there. Is a running back run if I've ever seen one.
Well, it's getting capped out right now. If you don't have, well, I think most teams have their 2 already.
You have your 1. Or do you have 2 running backs now?
No, I have 1. You know what? I should. Edward, all I keep doing is I'm drinking way too fast right now.
I don't even see
what's going on.
Jeremy Pardo said, "Great pick. He'll be better than Barkley." Okay, good luck with that.
Did we just become best friends? Jeremy?
maybe. We'll
brother,
see.
Call in, Jeremy. I think we're on the same page, brother.
Jeremy, if you want to call in, the numbers there. It's 559-492-8022. I'm accepting calls. Actually, never mind. It was on mute. Hold on.
Edward, I've been on the
Sorry, I just got this new call system put in today, so it's unmuted now. So you can now actually call in, and I'll actually answer this time.
I like that pick.
I like that Galladay pick there. Ty, man, have the mighty have fallen.
You know what? I know people are scared off because of luck, but I think just the volume itself, Ty is still a solid flex wide receiver 3, maybe wide receiver 2. People forget, with Jacoby a couple years ago, they struggled, but he's had a couple years under his belt since then. I think he's better than a lot of people think he is. And that's just me. Is it just me?
Maybe.
Maybe?
Yeah.
Jeez.
I mean,
Okay, you don't have to say anything. That's all I had to hear, Edward. You're over here making weird animal noises. I get it. You don't like.
But I'm always down for the one-on-one.
DMX.
Mark Ingram the second, because Junior was just too hard. Just went, followed by Chris Carson coming up on Will's team here of the 46th pick overall in the 4th round of the 2019 Wednesday Night Rants Listeners Draft, coming to you live this evening, this Friday, the 30th of September. Lockett
and
just went.
Will's first receiver, Tyler Lockett. You like that as your wide receiver 1?
Not necessarily as a wide receiver 1. I'm worried about DK Metcalf being a red zone threat. I don't think Lockett can sustain the numbers he put up last year. Plus, remember, it is a run first. Hey, look who just joined us, everybody. Please welcome Bobby Cables. Welcome to the draft. 4 rounds late, Bobby. I'm glad you can join us. Call in. I sent you the number.
He doesn't need to draft the first 4 rounds. Just
he doesn't.
This is where he makes his money.
Daddy lets the 4 rounds come to him, and he decides after what he's going to do. That's what he does. So now we're all here, and I feel a little better not having an auto draft in front of me coming up in the 59th spot. But we're still in round 4 in the 48th. Tyler Boyd just went, and She Mayfield a Shub is on the clock. Went with Cooper Kupp. So 2 girlies, 1 cup is officially changing their name at the end of the draft.
No players available.
Yes.
And I just got a message from Bobby. Oh, crap. I knew I forgot something tonight.
Fucking asshole, dude. Bobby, come on, Bobby.
Hey, put that number again in the chat. He's asking about the phone number.
I don't know if it's working. I keep on getting missed calls. I don't know. Maybe because I'm not answering fast enough. This is for Bobby. Bobby, call. And we're going to bring in Bobby Cables late to the party and see how he likes his auto draft team so far and what he's going to do in order to fix it going forward. I believe he ended up with Aaron Jones, right? James Conner. Okay, not bad.
Odell and Robert Woods.
Okay, so it's not terrible. Not the greatest of auto drafts, but not terrible. Aaron Jones I kind of worry about. A lot going on there. Marlon Mack going.
I like that value in the 5th round. That's really good value.
That's good value. Followed by T.Y. Hilton. No love for David Montgomery at all. Yeah.
That's my secret right there.
That's a secret. Now I'm going to say something real quick as we're waiting for Bobby to call in. You can send him the number 2, Anthony. You have his direct line. If Melvin Gordon falls to me right here at 5 and 6, I'm going to take him. I already got my stud running backs, right? I probably would take him in this situation, just only because he's there. Why not take a chance? I can get Eckler or Justin Jackson later. And then I got 3 solid running backs no matter what, if he's able to come through in that time. We got a call. I believe that is Bobby himself. Bobby, is that you? Oh, someone hung up. They hung up. Shall we call back?
See, you scared him.
I scared him away. I got it to work. I guess that's the important thing here. Let's see if we could. Mike Williams and Calvin Ridley off the clock here. I'm trying to do like 8 things at once here. Let's show the board. David Montgomery still sitting there. Allen Robinson, Robbie Anderson, Aaron Rodgers, Melvin Gordon still sitting there. Like I just said, I will take him in one of my 2 picks coming up to fulfill that that void. Still waiting for the call. Just got a missed call. I believe that was that Bobby again? I have no idea.
Stinking Bobby. You know, I'm gonna put this on Bobby. It's Bobby's fault.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, there we go. We got another call. We're gonna check this in. Hello, welcome to the Wednesday Night Rants live draft. Who am I talking to?
Hey, how you doing? I'm the guy that is late to the party.
Hey, Bobby. Welcome to the draft. By the way, a quick question: how do you feel about your 4-round auto draft so far?
I feel like when you go to the club and you see the hot girl and she's really hot, but then when you wake up in the morning, she's really nice.
So no love for Odell or Aaron Jones in those spots, huh?
I mean, what did I pick out of the 8 or the 7? Where did I pick?
You are in the 11th spot.
Right in front of Edward, bud.
Spot.
Yeah, right in front of me.
I don't know, because I'm right now driving. See, the problem is I'm from New York City, but what ends up happening is they sent me to Maine, Vermont. So I was coming through the mountain. It was the Elk. I had a detour around the Elk. Over bridges. So anyway, to make a long story short, I might have went Todd Gurley if he was still there. When it came back around, but because I'm not scared of the experts, and then I'm a Todd Gurley truther, if you want to know what I'm saying.
I'm with you. So am I.
I really feel like Todd Gurley, everybody's been down on him a little bit, and I'm probably talking him up. And somebody probably already definitely took him by this round.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I feel like the amount of money that he just got from that contract, there's no reason why he doesn't have the same machine Antonio Brown did, Kentucky Fried Chicken to his feet. But I think Mr. Burrow's a little smart. He got out
Oh, man. David Montgomery going right now, too. Anthony, nice pick there, buddy. So you got 2 rookies as your 1 and 2 going on.
Hey, one of them has to hit. One of them has to hit.
Yeah. Bobby, you're coming up here, 3 picks. What are you looking at?
Well, I'm about to do what everybody said I shouldn't do, but I can't tell you because I didn't get it yet. And
Okay.
Bobby's smart. Hey, Bobby wasn't born yesterday. Bobby knows what's going on.
Bobby Cables, we're also in another league with him, by the way. It's a hip-hop anonymous league. I've talked about it on the show before, where we get to rap and have a lot of fun, rap battles and smack talk, and a lot of fun. How you feeling about that league?
Too.
It's Dynasty League as well. Bobby, how you feeling about your team in that league? I know you're a Julio Jones truther as well. You think you're going to win that league this year?
I don't know if I'm going to win it, but I'm sure I'm going to have fun doing it.
That's what I like to hear. That's right.
I mean, like, we had a lot of let me show you what I'm about to do over here.
All right, we're waiting for House Gomer. And then you're up, buddy. We're going to see what you're going to do. He's making his...
I don't know. I think he might have won. I don't know. Oh, yeah. This little Pokemon. I got you. I'm catching them as we speak, too. But
Bobby, should New York be concerned that you're driving and drafting at the same time?
Yeah, that's a good point.
I pulled over. Well, no, because guess what? I'm over here by Tom Brady's neck of the woods. I'm coming through Massachusetts.
Oh, nice.
And everybody in here is saying, hey, you're parked on the side of the road. But, hey, drafting is never.
Speaking of the devil, there he is.
Pokemon just did to me.
You were looking at Melvin Gordon before me, too. See, so was I.
Looking at Melvin Gordon.
Oh.
I got something for him. Who am I going to take now? That was like, hey, how you doing? All right, let's take him. Oh, my God. I'm going to take him. I was going to take him.
Okay, well, you got 1:05 to go left field here. There's a lot on the board right here in this situation.
So what were we in the 6th round?
Fifth round for you, bud.
6th round, right?
No, you're in the 5th
Bobby,
right now.
You got Odell, Woods, Connor, and Jones, but 2 wide receivers, 2 running backs.
Yeah, but guess what I'm going to do?
I can't even guess what I want.
I like it. Boom.
Oh!
Like that.
Going D Moore.
Like that.
Bobby Cable's going D Moore right there. Of course, that puts me with 2 picks on the clock here.
When you go DJ Moore, you got to get, you're getting a whole lot more than was on the damn board. I mean, I could go quarterback, but who wants to do that? I got to try to be some sort of a whatever. But listen, I want to tell you guys something, just so you can be I'm going to break fantasy. I guess this is going to be fantasy football. I'm about to revolutionize. What I'm about to tell you, and I'm going to make it real quick. I'm going to revolutionize the way we do fantasy football. So a bunch of us that were in, because I've been in the John Hanson ACI League, and then at nighttime I was in the FI Fantastics Insider League, which is at nighttime with Jeff Johnson, David Kingston, and all them great guys. So there's been a little, barbs going back and forth between leagues. So one of the ladies says, you know what, it would be kind of awesome if we had, maybe it would be us versus them, but, how would you do it? So then we got to thinking, we're coming up with a few different names. Well, the idea is we want to create a team aspect to this. So we got 7 people on one side, 7 on the other, and what we came up with was the Collusion Bowl, where collusion is part of the game. I mean, I could make my voice all bit different if you want.
Wow.
I just think it's going to be where I can collude with you on my 7 side, my team, and you can collude with your 7. And at the end of the season, we actually, whoever has the most fantasy points out of the 7 players that are in your team is just, in this case would be the, champion of it. So we're working on it as we speak, but I really feel like it's different. It's like, I feel like this podcast or this show, which should be on XM, anybody out there listening, make it happen. This show, which should be on XM because it's wonderful, it's great.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it.
Just it could be you guys versus, Jeff Mans, or you guys, he put 7 people together. It's different. I mean, I guess at the same time, it's all about fantasy football, but it's just, I guess, the way we do it.
Hey, I love it, man.
Right now I'm talking, and I should be picking, so I'm just going to be quiet.
Okay, well, I'm up soon. I just picked Duke Johnson Jr. there. High on him. As the number. He's going to be my flex guy.
I like him, but, he's got a little thing next to his name. name is called Duke.
Yeah, well, I'm going to go quarterback here, too, and get my guy here as well.
Are you really?
I'm going quarterback. I'm going Baker Mayfield.
Ooh. Well, you know
You've
what?
been spilling the Baker.
So
You've been on the Baker hype this all offseason.
Mm-hmm.
Did I go?
You're up, Bobby. You're up, man.
Let me ask you a question. Is it 4-point or 6-point? I know, like,
it is 6 points.
Rule number 1 is how many?
6 points for a quarterback touchdown.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Okay. Guess what?
Oh, I feel like that is
Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah? Guess what? A. Rodgers. Okay, here we go. We're moving on. Aaron Rodgers. Relax. RELEX, baby.
You know, I will tell you that if I wasn't in my truck driving through cones in New York City, and you know what's crazy in New York City? You could be on your phone, you could be drafting, and the cops that are on the side of the road, they will just walk from the sidewalk and pull you over without even lights or anything. That's how crazy.
Well, yeah, you're in traffic, so you really can't move, right? It's not like you can just drive the truck around or get out of the way. You're kind of stuck.
But I'm in, the bottom line is there where I grabbed Aaron Rodgers. I technically, at 6 points of, a touchdown, I probably could have waited to get somebody, I don't know, like Golf or, I don't know, if Wentz went. Like, honestly, if I was really, I probably would have took Evan Ingram. Evan Ingram, to me, is a bigger Odell Beckham. He's going to get a lot of passes, and he's from New York.
He is, yeah, and he's there. He's actually third overall right now. Got Anderson, Sanders, and then Ingram right behind that. Hunter Henry just went over Ingram. So maybe there's a chance that Ingram will not go in the next 20 picks.
Bobby's talking to me. He's talking me into this Ingram pick.
He is, dude. You are on the clock, too.
I mean, if you think about it, Frankenstein head, Mr. Eli, he's got to throw it to somebody, and he needs a big target. And big forehead, big target. I'm just saying. And not for nothing, the kid looks healthy. I mean, I don't know. I just feel like I should have took Evan Ingram there now that I look at it. But you swayed the vote. You went I wanted to get a quarterback that I like, so
hey.
I went with Mr. Rogers. Can you tell me what's up with Mr. Rogers' mustache? Why is this like the guy from Zoolander? I don't really understand that.
I'm not sure what is going on. He did try that before. It's not a new thing. A couple years ago, he rocked the mustache as well. He does kind of look like he couldn't walk close to it in elementary school. I'm not going to lie. But,
no.
What are we talking about here?
I don't know. We've got off track here, Bobby. We're now.
But you know
all right,
what? It's
so
all about
I just to switch it up. I just want Jarvis Landry right here.
He went Landry, no Ingram. Okay.
I'm going to be strong at wide receivers.
I'm going to tell you
That's
right
my strategy.
now, you went Landry. I mean, I don't know. I mean, how do you feel he's going to do? Like, seriously. I mean, I think it's all going to be. I think the reason why you might not have went Landry, and this is just because I think Odell Beckham and Landry are both going to get into this one-hand catch battle, and I feel like Landry is not going to be as good as Odell on it, and he's going to miss a few catches. That's all I'm saying. Like I know they were amazing in college together, but this ain't college. This is the big boy league now, you know?
Yeah, it's true.
Do you feel, let me ask you a question, do you feel Baker Mayfield favors people? Because I think he's going to favor Odell Beckham.
He actually, I don't think he does at all. He has a history of spreading the field, actually. All the way in Oklahoma, he did the same thing. I think he's not but he's never had Odell Beckham on his team. You know what I mean? He's never had, even when he was at Oklahoma, never had that number one huge receiver like an Odell Beckham Jr. So things could change. I'm also all about Njoku this year as well. I think Njoku is going to be a huge red zone target for that team and still red zone targets away from Landry and Odell just because of his size and his hands there. Something that showed last year towards the end of the season, especially when Mayfield was the quarterback there. So I'm not too fond of them all together as a whole.
I will tell you this much, and this is all out of love because I love you. I was going to say that, but you're also the same person that said Mr. Kittle's not going to do too well this year.
Yeah, that's true. I said he would not be a top 5. I did say he would not be a top 5 tight end. I did say that, and I'm sticking to that.
I mean, how do you figure though? Like, I don't know. I play Madden, and his ratings are through the roof. I'm just saying.
Okay. You know what? Ingram just went, by the way, 67th overall. If you're gonna judge it off of Madden,
I gotta go to the restroom. Edward, give me my little sign up real quick.
oh, hey, Anthony's gonna get a sign, so he's gonna get.
Yeah, Bobby over
Going
here
to
is
get
cracking
the-
me up.
he's
I gotta
get the
go
Kittle
blow my
sign?
nose.
No, he's getting the sign here that says that he's going to the restroom. So.
Oh, he's got to do that. He's in the bathroom. What's wrong with him?
I don't know. He's drinking too much Modelo tonight, I guess. But Kittle, here's the thing with Kittle is all those numbers come from receivers that aren't Garoppolo. Garoppolo, up and down in the preseason, they have more weapons now. All their running backs are back. I just feel asking for a top 5 tight end there is kind of not that far fetched to not do. I want to see it to believe it, actually, when he's not the number one thing overall. And you never know what Hawkinson's going to do either. He could be a diamond in the rough. I know tight ends take a little bit longer normally to get going, but Hawkinson can be the guy. They only have Galladay, and that's it. And he could easily move up.
I don't mean to cut you off. I think what's going to happen is if Jimmy G keeps playing like Jimmy G was playing in the preseason, I really think they got to really consider, Nick
Mullins, and then C.J. Beathard. I'm sorry, Beathard.
No, I'm talking about their backup quarterback that played for the 49ers last year.
They both did. Both Nick Mullins and C.J. Beathard played. C.J. Beathard was actually Kittle's quarterback in college at Iowa.
And so you think that – so basically, I guess the bottom line is that he had 3 different quarterbacks throwing to him then. So we don't – I guess you're right. I mean, in essence, he hasn't proved himself.
Whoa, you're
Whoa, that just swayed Bobby Cables to the right side of the Kittle train? What's going on here?
But at the same time, Kittle is a grown man. So America likes
yes, he is a grown man. Yes, he is.
Just saying, he's a grown man, and he's in the NFL, and he's taller than most. So I'm still. I mean, I probably would agree with you on. I mean, you said top. What you don't think it's top 5?
Yeah, I'm saying I'd rather wait and get someone else there and get Njoku later, or get Hunter Henry later, or even Ingram after. Ingram could put up the same numbers as Kittle, but as far as the 3rd or 4th round, too high for me.
Evan Ingram should be like our buddy over there should have definitely took Evan Ingram over.
Are you a New York Giants fan, Bobby?
No, not at all. I'm a whoever's on my fantasy football fan.
You don't have a team in the NFL.
Bobby, you got a team, Bobby.
I don't really have a team.
You're a free agent? Are you a free agent, Bobby? Is that what you're telling me?
Anthony's going to get you to come join the dark side and be a Raiders fan here. Don't say that.
Bobby, if there was a definition of a Raider fan in the East Coast, you would be it, Bobby.
Well, I'm going to tell you, listen, all right, so let's go back in the day. So back in the day, I guess, with Joe Montana and Jerry Rice. But then all of a sudden the Bears came up in the refrigerator Perry. So I followed them, and then I had, then the Giants were doing their things with Lawrence Taylor. So I had all the jerseys. So it's like.
Hey, you're floozy.
I never
That's
did
what I
fantasy
hear right
football
now,
back
Bobby.
then.
He's a fantasy football floozy. What do you?
Yeah, and I wasn't though. I just had to remember those. I don't know if you guys are old enough to remember, but those starter jackets.
Yes.
Oh, dude. Yeah, I remember a starter. I had starter jackets in elementary school. Come on now.
I know. Well, I'm older than dirt. I did 20 years in the military. Now I'm a cable guy. Listen, the bottom line is, I don't really. I mean, all right. So I guess in essence, I could consider myself a Colts fan, and that's just because of Peyton Manning. And then when he went to Denver, I became a Denver fan. So I don't know. I mean, I apologize.
So you're a Peyton Manning fan?
Yeah, I'm a Peyton Manning. I love Peyton Manning.
But are you an Eli Manning fan?
Frankenstein head? No, I'm not Frankenstein.
What about an Archie Manning fan?
I like Archie Manning. I mean, he raised, some, he made some, he raised some boys over here that are, they're doing their thing.
What about home insurance from the other Manning?
No.
the third brother.
Oh, man. All right, well,
yeah,
Mr. Josh Gordon just got off the board. Josh Gordon. What do you think about Josh Gordon here in the 7th round? You buying that hype?
I got a Twitter video asking Roger Goodell to give this man another chance before he messed up again. But I think the bottom line is Josh Gordon is an amazing talent. I feel like he should, if he could get it on track with the GOAT throwing him the ball, I feel like 1,400 yards shouldn't be an issue for him.
Wow, 1,400?
Tall.
You're over here making fun of Edward about Kittle, and you're over here calling out 1,400 yards.
I mean, is it impossible for somebody? Let me ask you a question. If you and him right now went on the field and he jumped up, are you going to stop him, that big man?
Bobby, I'm 5'8", Bobby. What do you want me to do?
Tariq Cohen would punk him.
Bottom line is
Jeez,
Who just went, by the way, 74th overall.
I like that.
I
Going right there. That's the value.
I might have taken him one more round later, but
Yeah, there's lots of value here, guys. I like what's going on. I like what I see. Bobby, real quick, can you hype up your Twitter? I know you got a lot of great videos, by the way. Check out Bobby's Twitter. Some videos, like he said, the Roger Goodell video, a lot more than that. How do they find you on social media, buddy?
At Bobby Cables. I'm your man.
At Bobby Cables, he's your man.
Listen, I can wire the house so much, I'll make your whole radio station in your house levitate.
Okay, real question we got to ask before we go.
Go ahead.
How did you get the nickname Daddy?
Good. I'm everybody's daddy in fantasy football. You see, this whole league's about to get daddy.
Oh!
Yeah, you like it. And I didn't even pick I hate auto picker, so right now I hate myself. Matter of fact, when I hang up the phone, I might put my hand in the door and shut the van door on my arm because I auto pick. I'm that upset about this. Anyway.
Okay.
I love you guys, man.
I love you too, Bobby, man. We'll get you on the show in a couple of weeks and do a whole thing with you.
Yeah, whenever you want. We'll go over my, why do I have like a 4-0 start? I don't know.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
I might actually change myself to Daddy Box because, hey, I don't, a computer picked my team. I mean,
There you go, Daddy Bots.
Don't you hate that listen, don't you hate when somebody auto picks and they actually win the league? And then you could, the whole year, you didn't pick your team, and then you guys are going back and forth. Anyway, listen, man, you guys have a good night, man. I appreciate you guys having me on.
Hey, Bobby, love you, brother. I look forward to this year and many years to come, man.
Yeah,
sure,
Roger,
Bobby.
you guys
Adios,
are awesome,
amigo.
man. Keep grinding, man.
All right, we'll talk to you soon, buddy. Love you.
Listen, just remember me. I want to be on XM when you guys are out there.
All right.
I got this guy.
I'll get you on, Bobby, I promise.
Yeah,
You're the man, buddy.
All right, man. See you guys
Good
later.
luck with the rest of your draft, buddy. All right, bye.
You, brother.
Bobby Cables, everybody. He is a find. He's a diamond in the rough, if you will, on the fantasy world. What a find he is, and what fun he is to join our league and join what we're doing here. Anthony, Bobby, was saying Josh Gordon, 1,400 yards. Our boy Bobby Cables.
Okay. I think he wanted to say Josh Gordon can go as high as he wants to. The jokes get worse.
I see what you did there. All right, let's take in a look at the live draft board. That was Bobby Cables, everyone. At Bobby Cables on Twitter. Great videos, great guy, great personality. Love him in the fantasy world. In a few leagues with him. Check him out. Become his friend. Enjoy this year. Let's take a look at the live draft board right now. Anthony is on the board. Valdez Scantling just went. Christian Kirk just went. Miles Sanders just went. James White, Breida, Cohen, in that order. Where you going, Anthony?
You know what, man? If there's one thing I'm going to be good at in this league, it's going to be wide receivers. I think the way he finished off last year, if Marcus Mariota could just stay healthy, which he hasn't been able to, but if he can, I think he can surprise some people. So I'm going to go Corey Davis as my bench player, and I like the upside right there.
All right. You know what? Corey Davis, that was part of the trade I made with Mr. Justin Watson last year.
It still burns, buddy.
The trade that burns. The trade that burns. It's like gonorrhea. Latavius Murray going 81st overall right after there. We got Gomer, Cables, then me. And I've been willing to put that if this player falls to me right here, Anthony Zaragoza himself can put money on who you would think I'm going to be getting here in the 8th round. But do not say anything because there are 2 picks, including Mr. Bobby Cables himself, ahead of me.
He's not getting Jay Ajayi. I'm trying that right now. He's not going to draft Jay Ajayi.
Nobody is getting Jay Ajayi, my friend. So Latavius Murray just went, like I said, 81st. Gomer is on the clock, 50 seconds going. Missed a couple calls while I was on the call with Bobby there. You guys want to call in, get your chance. Call in. The number is in the chat. We'll take a few more calls of people in the league and talk about your strategy, what you're doing, and how you feel going forward. It's that easy. Bobby Cable's on the clock. Where's he going here? Let's see. We just had a long conversation with him about some players, including some players that I named that I'm looking forward to getting right here.
Well, all I know is we found out that Bobby's favorite team is half the NFL, is what just happened.
We did do that, yes. That was a thing.
He named every team except the Patriots.
And he just stole my pick.
Wow. See, you shouldn't have said anything.
He just did that. That just happened. So, I'm going to have to switch this up a little bit. Thank you, Bobby. Love you. Hate you. But love you at the same time. I was going to go Njoku right there to mix up with my Baker Mayfield. But you know what? It doesn't always work out that way. I already have Juju Smith-Schuster. So looking at a tight end at Vance McDonald, I really don't like to have that controversy there. I really don't like that, what's going to happen, how are they going to play it out type of thing. So I'm going to have to go a little bit different here. When I look at my team, the way that my team is built, I'm missing my third receiver and my tight end. Those are my two things here. However, I'm looking at the board, and I'm seeing some things that interest me quite a lot. Austin Eckler, sitting there, could possibly have a good 4 or 5 week, maybe 6 week, maybe the whole season run. I like that. I like Sammy Watkins for the value here in this round. I also like Dante Pettis here. But I think when it's all said and done, I got to get someone who's going to put up numbers for me in a position that could be prime. So I'm going to take a chance here and go with Vance McDonald as my number one tight end.
Oh, high upside. I like Vance.
Even with Juju Smith-Schuster, I'm going with those two guys being the top two targets on that team and getting a lot of offense there in that decision. So even though I don't normally like going that direction, I did it anyways. And because my two top receivers are so good, and I've already taken a chance on Duke Johnson Jr., I think I got to go Austin Eckler here. I just got to get that PPR receiver.
Because even if he only starts 3 or 4 games, 5 games, whatever,
he was still solid.
You've seen it.
He was still solid regardless last year.
Exactly.
Lots of quarterbacks and stuff still going on here. But you know what? I think
follow your heart.
I think my heart says I should probably get Curtis Samuel here, to be honest.
I like Samuel right now.
Probably the smart thing to do to make that third receiver solidify. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do that. Just complete 360 U-turn. Curtis Samuel is my number 3 receiver on the board.
Because as much hype as DJ Moore is getting, Curtis Samuel is like a notch below him.
The way I like to look at it is like this. DJ Moore is the big hit guy. He is the over-the-top, long pass type of almost like I don't want to say Deshaun Jackson. But Curtis Samuel is the possession receiver. Okay, here's how I put it. DJ Moore is the poor man's Stefon Diggs. Curtis Samuel is the poor man's Adam Thielen. I mean, they're not going to put those numbers, obviously. But the way that they play football is kind of similar. Stefon Diggs goes down the field, cuts, goes. You know what? He just guys to the left. Right there. But it's kind of similar the way that they go. So I'm looking at reception league, point per reception. Curtis Samuel in the 8th. I'll take it.
That's good.
You're a little sad about that one, huh? Coleman just went now.
Yeah. I've been trying to go high upside running back, and I'm figuring out I only have 2 so far, and that hurts.
I've been taking Duke Johnson early everywhere. I think it's either going to kill me or make me the smartest person in the world.
But, that's the thing about it. Like, why wait around if a guy you like to possibly get sniped in front of you,
That's true. And I like him as my flex. Just having those 2 main guys I have in Fournette and Henry, and him as my flex. I just like that combination. I'm all over it, and I'm taking a chance that I'll get another running back I like next. I could have taken him. I'm waiting, see what happens, just kind of as a fill-in, and I may even try to handcuff later and just roll with those three. We'll see. Jordan Howard going after Coleman went a little off on Coleman. I know they just put McKinnon on IR, which means he probably won't play this year. That injury was worse than we thought. So Matt Breida go up. So how do you feel about the whole running back situation in San Francisco?
It's obviously Tevin Coleman has a connection with Shanahan, which helps him. I think Breida still being there takes some of the load off of him, but Coleman can catch out of the backfield. If Garoppolo's healthy, which has always been his thing, it's a good spot. I don't know where Coleman is on his roster. Is he a flex? Is he a backup? But it's good value here because if he does end up hitting, a guy who can get 200, 225 touches in this point is good. I think I'm going to go quarterback here. There's not a lot of running backs I'm real liking at this point, so I'm going to go with just,
there's still some good ones left. Yeah, that's a good pick right there. I like that quarterback coming in late. Still a lot of quarterbacks. I went Mayfield early. Probably shouldn't have, but
I know. I'm already second guessing it, but at this point, if you wait on a position and you don't like the backups, I tend to just keep waiting, and the next you know it, it's like I only have 2 running backs on my roster, and I'm screwed now.
That's true. That's exactly true. That's why I wanted to get that Duke Johnson early on.
Smart.
I'm going to try to get another call in here from another player. I'm going to hit him up, see what he's doing. More special guests coming from, of course, the Listeners League and people that have been listening to the show for 2 years now that we've been doing this. Isn't that crazy? 2 years? 2 freaking years, man.
Feels like a minute.
It does. Marvin Jones Jr. going right after that to the renamed no, there's still 2 Grillies, 1 cup. Got it.
I don't think you could change it in the middle of the draft, so I think they're stuck like that for a while.
Okay. Well, she Mayfield a Chubb and 2 Grillies, 1 cup. Fox in the hen house.
Let's see. How's your team looking right now, Edward? Let's
I'm not sure, actually, because I can't see it. So.
Yeah.
Because I'm doing so much on the computer.
Got, good old Baker Mania quarterback. We got Juju, Michael Thomas, and Curtis Samuel as receivers.
I like that.
Derrick Henry and Leonard Fournette.
I like that.
Vance McDonald, Duke Johnson. Your starting lineup has been filled.
Yeah, I like it. I'm okay with that. I went Vance McDonald over Austin Hooper. I just don't know. I think Vance McDonald could easily be the number 2 targeted receiver on that team, and Austin Hooper will be 3 or 4. So that's why I went off that. I'm pretty much. It's not how you draft. It's how you finish, as it always is. So Justin Watson with Eckler, he's listening, he's watching, he's listening, he knows what's going on. That's a good pick right there.
Guys, here's a player that I really like that you guys need to look at, but Jay Ajayi, guys, do not sleep on him. If I say it enough, someone's going to draft him.
Next time we got to get you a green screen. Emmanuel Sanders off the board. That could be a potentially great pick there at the 94th overall.
Oh no, he's rebounded big time from that injury. He looked smooth in preseason. He's a guy who could, as a wide receiver too.
Yeah, definitely. So when I'm looking at this board and I'm going, who am I going to get in this next sequence here? It literally tells me Phillip Rivers, Jared Goff, and Ben Roethlisberger.
Damn it.
Neither one of those 3 do I need right now.
Yeah. This is I should have stuck to my guns. I should have waited till the double-digit rounds. Yeah, because there's a lot of value. Quarterback this year.
I'm with you. But see, I'm so used when you start doing these expert leagues that we're in and all this stuff where there's 2 quarterbacks and people start taking quarterbacks in the 1st, 2nd, 3rd round, and you're just like, what the heck,
Yeah.
When you come to these redraft leagues like this, your mindset's still like quarterback early because you've been doing it for a month.
Aggressive.
So This is like the 3rd redraft league I've done this week, and all 3 of them I took a quarterback way too early. It's like, and then I'm like, oh man, there's all these quarterbacks left. Oh yeah, because it's a 1 quarterback redraft league. What am I doing? Tom Brady's actually valuable in this league. It's crazy.
But the thing that you have to realize is it's 6-point touchdowns. So there is a little.
So my Baker,
it takes a little
who
bit.
set the record for most touchdowns by a rookie last year and didn't even play the full season, could be valuable. I'll take it.
Well, I think he will be in that offense. Oh yeah.
Yeah. And we'll see what happens with
But-
Chubb and Hunt. All that goodness.
Yeah. Speaking of Chubb, there's she Mayfield the Chubb.
It's on the clock. Hey, there you go. Hey.
It's on. You're good.
I'm like, speaking of Chubb, I'm drafting right now.
Speaking of the Chubb. Rashad Penny. You know
This
what?
is about the time where we just get silly because we're out of things to say.
Get your record button ready.
Oh, don't worry. This is live to the world, so we'll be able to go back and pull out any button, just like this wonderful button.
If someone marries me,
Interesting defense
there's
pick. I
hope
like it.
for there.
It was only a matter of time before that one came out. That was from last year's 2018 version of the Wednesday Night Rants live draft. Let's hear it one more time.
Yes.
If someone marries me,
Interesting defense
there's
pick. I
hope
like it.
for there.
And by the way, that interesting defense right there was the Chicago Bears defense, which actually ended up being the number 1 overall defense in the league.
It's not an accident.
Correct. Larry Fitzgerald going right there. The old man Fitzgerald going. We are coming up to round 10 as we round up 9. I don't know how many rounds there are, to be honest. I think there's 17, so we're about a little bit halfway through an hour in. We're not going to go all the way until the whole thing if it goes past 9 o'clock. So 9 o'clock is the cutoff for the show. There goes Pollard. So Pollard just went the 99th overall. Not to Justin Watson.
See that, and that's that point where if you don't get your handcuffed, if Pollard gets 6 games starting, you're talking about an RB1 in your lineup at this point of the draft.
Mm-hmm.
That's a huge.
That is
steal.
Will's team. Will's team already with some surprising picks today. Like what Will's doing here. He's the one that went Mahomes after he got McCaffrey and Mixon. He does have T.Y. Hilton and Lockett, and A.J. Green is going to be out at least 6 games. But he did get a Emmanuel Sanders. He's going with Breida. But Tony Pollard. Smart
I
pick
like
there.
that. I got Pollard in a lot of my dynasty leagues. I think it's once you get to double-digit rounds in your draft, but all these players are there for a reason. There's question marks. There's high upside guys. There's low upside guys. Why not throw a dart and hopefully you get bullseye?
Oh, I'm with you. Totally agree with you there. So there you go. Pollard. Austin Hooper going to Unc Sav as we talk right now. Trying to get Unc Sav himself, Mr. Ezekiel Elliott, to call into the show.
And wasn't he talking about how he wanted to be on the show and this and that, and here we are.
He was mad because $20 was a waste of his time, but $50
Yeah.
means everything.
Hey,
Which was my bad because I gave the wrong information. It is 50, is the same as it was last year, so that's completely my fault. And you know what? He is a man. He's a long-time listener to the show. I love the guy. I've known him since 4th grade or something like that. So love him. I want him to call in and talk about his strategy here, getting Zeke early and not getting Pollard here. I wonder how he feels. So, Justin, if you are listening, call in, buddy. Call in to the show. The number is 559-492-8022. A solid number I got for this show, by the way. It's a lot better than the old one that had way too many numerals that didn't rhyme. So this is a lot better. So if you're following along right now, let's go into the live draft board. Pettis, Hooper, Moncrief, who could be the second receiver in Pittsburgh. I am a fan of James Washington, though. Oh, did I just give up a thing I may be doing later? Maybe. Darrell Henderson Jr. To the non-Todd Gurley owner, which is also interesting there. At 103rd. 2, ironically enough, 2 Gurley's, 1 Cup. What are you doing here, Anthony?
I have no idea.
Everyone can see your face. You look like you have no idea. You really look like you have no idea what you're going to do right now.
Yeah. This is. I drink way too much. What are we doing?
Or not enough.
You know what? Just keep doing it, huh? Just keep drinking. I'm gonna go with the high upside tight end.
25 seconds. Mark Andrews.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I think with that offense, the way it's set up right now, short underneath stuff with Lamar Jackson.
He could literally end up being the number one receiver on that team.
And I'm just gonna do it.
Yep, I like it.
I'm
I like that pick right
it.
now. Why not? Round 9. You know what I mean?
I will get a backup tight end pretty quickly, just because if it does fall on my face, I have someone to back him up.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, I'm leaving myself in a
Mike
a little bit of a
Ditka
bind.
really loved Deshaun Jackson right there. Less than 3 seconds to pick him, and he's not auto drafting. I believe he's hurt or had some injury issues the other day, so we'll see how that plays out.
You know, because he was making waves with Carson Wentz early in the training camp. So here's another tidbit, guys. If you like someone early in camp, follow them and make sure that stays throughout camp the preseason.
Yeah, all these quarterbacks still here.
Don't put,
and I picked up Mayfield. It does. It hurts. I messed up this. You see, every draft is different. Every draft is different. That's all I got to say. But it's not how you draft, it's how you finish. I know that. Jamison Crowder going right there. I love him, by the way. I've been picking him up. I traded for him. I traded Breida for him. He's the slot guy in New York. I wouldn't be surprised if he ended up being the top receiver for the Jets this year. I'm just saying. Anderson's on the outside. Quincy Newell's injury problems. Anderson has not hitting women problems or not smoking weed problems. Jamison Crowder could easily be
number one receiver. Just left. He'll be the last guy.
The only guy. Because isn't their tight end Herndon out for 4 games for doing something stupid too?
Yes.
So there you go. There you have it. Sutton just went, who I did have my eyes on, and all these literally Cam Newton, Lamar Jackson, Jameis Winston, Dak Prescott, Phillip Rivers, Jared Goff, Ben Roethlisberger. Why did I pick a quarterback so early? I don't even know. Tom Brady, Kirk Cousins. Oh my goodness, what am I going to do here? What am I going to do?
Can you imagine the list of quarterbacks that are going to be on the wire after the draft? It's pissing me off.
Yeah, because I'm probably only going to have my one.
Yes, exactly.
So here's what I'm going to do here is I'm going to start going with my guys.
Is it?
Yeah, I'm going to start going with my guys. I got my 3 receivers. I'm going to probably need one later. Receivers right now are looking kind of... I'm not a fan of them here. I'm looking at them and I'm going, man, there's not a lot of good receivers here. Kuti, I mean, can he play more than 1 week? I don't even know. It's going to be rough. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to start picking up these running backs that everyone covets so much.
I just want to do a quick shout out to Sarah, my wife. She just came and gave me another beer. Congratulations.
Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Sarah Zaragoza, everybody. Sarah Zaragoza.
I think she left. There's your guy.
I like myself some Devin Singletary. I know LaShawn McCoy is there. I heard he gets dropped this weekend straight up.
I can't imagine that.
So I like that there. I'm going with it pretty much. It's a draft. What are we doing? We're
just drafting random players from other teams.
We're just drafting. Who cares anymore? Now here I'm going to look at receiver a little bit here because I'm thin there. I got my 3. There's some ones coming up later I like just to see how they're going to play out. I think I'm going to go with my other guy. I'm looking. Hold on.
That's delicious, babe. Thank you.
With all the talk on Damian Williams, I think this guy ends up being the starting running back by the end of the year, and I'm going to get him now because I have him in all my other leagues too. And why not? I'm going the 2 rookies right there, Singletary and Thompson. I just need one of them to hit in this round. Where it is, one of them hits. Smart in the 9th and 10th because I've already got everything solidified. Boom. Kareem Hunt just went. Okay. Bobby
K was, of course.
Royce Freeman's there too, but I'm like,
I keep hearing conflicting reports about Hunt.
Yeah,
that
me
we really
too.
like him. He's going to be a part of the offense. That he won't. It's going to be a toss-up on Hunt.
Yeah,
But
LaShawn
you have to
McCoy
keep
just
him on
went.
your team.
Yeah, first defense just
There's
went
a
as well.
defense.
All right, you're on the board here. Let's take a live look. Lots of quarterbacks there, as I mentioned. I just took up Thompson and Singletary. Now, I only need one of them to hit, and I'll be golden there. So my running backs are done. What are you doing here?
This hurts. I should have paid more attention to the running backs.
There's still some good ones there. I mean, you're not...
There is. Here's a guy who was supposed to be unseated by a rookie last year and didn't, and had a decent season. This year, for all accounts, has played better than him. He's healthy. I think he's a guy who he is a boring version of Lamar Miller, which is impossible, but still someone who should get the bulk of carries in the backfield. I'm taking a chance. Hopefully he pans out, but I like Peyton Barber over Ronald Jones right now, and I'll take him right here.
Going with the Barber. Phillip Rivers real quick on that right after. Like, he knew what quarterback he was getting. He was like, I'm going Phillip Rivers. So Peyton Barber
and
there.
That hurts, man.
Over Royce Freeman. I picked Royce Freeman up like the 4th round last year. Another rookie that burned me. I'm so sick of rookies that burn me all the time. It's crazy.
Me too. That's why I picked 2 of them.
Yeah. So looking at my team here, I got Mayfield, Smith-Schuster, Michael Thomas, Curtis Samuel, Henry Fournette, McDonald, Duke Johnson, Singletary, Thompson. One of them hits. I don't need any running backs now. I don't have any conflicting. I do, but not for a while. I'll worry about that later. Now I got to get some receivers coming around the end.
Well, that's a good point you just brought up right now, Edward. Okay, as far as bye weeks, right now we're a little past half of the draft. Do you start looking at bye weeks when you make decisions on players?
No, I actually don't look at bye weeks at all when I draft, to be honest. They don't mean anything to me because they don't start till week 5. Exactly. And I want my players, I want who I'm going to get, and I'll worry about it then. There's always going to be someone who gets hurt on your team every year who you end up dropping. There's always players who you pick up every year from the waiver wires. It's going to happen. It's drafting, as fun as this is, it's a lot of fun. We're having a lot of fun tonight doing it. It's literally 1/3 of the whole season. The rest of it is waiver wire and all that stuff coming up and luck with injuries and all that. Christian McCaffrey can get hurt week 1. What are you going to do there? You can't pick up Singletary and Darwin Thompson because I already picked them up in my draft. So it's a lot of luck too. It's just being smart, being ahead of the game, and understanding that the draft isn't everything. It's just the beginning. Michael Gallup and T.J. Hawkinson going right now.
Ooh, Hawk. You know what? I love Hawk. The talent is there. Obviously, spending 11th pick on him means they really love him in Detroit. But, man, they got a lot of tight ends still over there. Kenny Golladay, Marvin Jones, receivers. I wonder how much. You don't see a lot of rookie tight ends transition to impact players that first year. And I just wonder if that trend continues this year.
Yeah, he's kind of in the best situation of them in a long time.
He is, but I don't know. What do I know? I always get last anyways. What do I know?
You're just here to have fun.
I do that pretty well, for sure. I like my team. You know what? Yeah, rookie running backs, they'll burn you. But I think David Montgomery was a guy that I wish the Raiders would have waited to the 2nd, 3rd round to select. I like his talent. He did a lot in Iowa State. 3-down back. Josh Jacobs, super talented, but was in a crowded backfield. I don't know, man. This is I like my team.
You likey a little bit.
I wish I would have waited on quarterback. That's the one that's going to burn. There's Royce Freeman, man.
Yeah, me too. I'm thinking the same thing. I could have waited. Every quarterback is still back.
And we haven't even talked about Kirk Cousins.
No, yeah. No, it's crazy. It's nuts. But I got Mayfield when I could have had another receiver at that point. Yeah, I could have had another receiver. I did it again. Doing all those double quarterback, 2 quarterback leagues, they just kill you, they crush you, and then you come to these redraft leagues and you're just not prepared anymore because you've done 14 expert 2 quarterback leagues where quarterbacks go literally the first 2 rounds.
Exactly. When you're in those aggressive leagues, it's pretty much what it comes down to. It forces you to keep your instincts like, oh, I got to get him now. I got to get my guy now.
Yeah.
And then now we're sitting in round 11, and you got Jared Goff, who was a top 10 quarterback last year.
Literally.
Still there.
Cam Newton, Lamar Jackson, Jameis Winston, Dak Prescott, Jared Goff, Ben Roethlisberger, who led the league in passing yards last year. Mitch Trubisky, Jimmy Garoppolo, Kirk Cousins, Tom Brady, who is the GOAT. Josh Allen, who came strong towards the end of the year. I mean, we're talking Sam Darnold, who's in a good spot. Like craziness going on here.
Hey, but you got Mayfield. Remember that.
I do. Yeah, I do. But at the end of the day, is Mayfield going to put up more numbers than Roethlisberger?
Hey, you got Mayfield. Hey, Justice Hill went off the board right there.
Oh, that's a good pick.
He's an interesting pick right there. I think.
Yeah, but it is Ingram, which he's still kind of young, which scares me. I'm not worried about Damian Williams, who's never been a number 1 in his life, and I'm not worried about LaShawn McCoy, who can't play a down in his life without getting hurt. With my 2 guys, with Justice Hill, Melvin Ingram, or I'm sorry, not Melvin, but Mark Ingram, plus every other running back they have on that team still.
Gus the Bus. A lot of people forget Gus Edwards.
And Lamar Jackson's going to get his carries too. I'd rather have those other two guys and hope one of them because this year's Kareem Hunt from the rookie class. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We need to restart this draft.
Well, you want to just we'll start over. Everybody,
just restart it.
Everybody listening, everyone watching, we have decided that we are going to restart this draft right now.
Because Anthony wants to continue to drink. Let's do it.
Bobby Cable says, damn you. Bobby Cable says, didn't realize there's so many damn quarterbacks out there. Laugh out loud.
Yeah.
We just got to burn. Justin Cryer said, burn. James Washington loved that pick.
Yeah.
Love him, too. Picked him up in a few other leagues as well. It's between him and Moncrief for that number 2 spot, a.k.a. the old Juju Smith-Schuster spot.
Which is pretty nice. It's a pretty
But I
nice
think I got that guy in Vance McDonald.
No, I think red zone threat, big physical guy. Even though the Steelers said they weren't going to really up his snap count, I don't know how you can.
Yeah, they have nobody else. Jesse James
is gone. It doesn't make. I think that's a lot of smoke and mirrors. When you have a franchise like the Steelers, the Patriots, there's no turnover when it comes to management and coaches.
No, I agree.
They're throwing smoke and mirrors.
Has to be, and it's a team that's always thrown smoke and mirrors through the entire about injuries and stuff for a long time. So, we're getting a call here. Hello, welcome to the Wednesday Night Rants live draft. Who am I speaking with?
It's these damn kids. The kids got our number. They're prank calling us.
They're like, whoa, wait a minute. This is actually happening. Okay. Well, thank you for calling. Another defense just went. The Los Angeles Rams of Anaheim.
What are we doing here, guys? You know what? That's why this is probably one of the only leagues where defenses and kickers are involved. They're kind of been
no kickers yet,
but they're kind of been
no kickers yet.
They're coming, buddy. Watch, you're gonna jinx it. Kickers and defenses.
I'm gonna let everyone know my strategy right now. I may not even draft a kicker and defense. I may just draft prospects, wait to see what happens in the cuts this weekend, and then try to figure out my kickers and defense by Thursday or even Sunday. So I'm just letting everyone know my strategy. So you enjoy those picks.
I want you to put Bobby Cable with me week 1, and I'm going to beat him without no kicker or defense. I'm going to take down Daddy.
You're going to take down Daddy. He's the daddy of fantasy football, isn't he?
Oh, man, that guy's too much.
Oh, he's great. We love ourselves some Bobby. Deshaun Hamilton, you're up on the clock. Let's go to the draft board and see as Anthony makes his pick live. Lots of quarterbacks there, buddy. What are you thinking and what's your strategy right here?
I got to show up my running backs. I waited a little long for them. There's a lot of receivers I like in that. Man, there's some good wide receivers. You know what? I like some of those wide receivers. No, I got to get a running back. This is what I'm doing to myself.
I'm looking at it right now going, what receivers do you see? Because it looks like a bunch of crap.
Brother, don't even. It looks good right now.
Derek Carr still available. Just saying those.
Derek Carr still there? Okay, I'm glad. You know what? I'm gonna go with the guy. Tevin Coleman obviously left Atlanta, went to to San Francisco. His spot is now vacant in that offense, and I feel like this running back here has been getting a lot of hype. Has been playing well in the preseason. I think he takes over that spot as that third down back, plus opportunities with Freeman, who's been injury prone. So I'm gonna go with
Ito Smith.
Yeah.
I like that pick there.
I've been picking him up. I've been picking up later in drafts. 11th round is kind of early for him, but since I've put myself in a situation where I'm being led by two rookie running backs, I need somewhat of some upside, some receptions out of my running back. So, man, it's
hey, I ain't gonna fight that. That's fine.
There he is, Tyrell Williams. I'm telling you guys. He looks good. We got him from some reject team in California, in Oakland, and
there's a kicker off the board. Bobby Cable's now.
Wow. Round 11, guys. 2 defenses and 1 kicker already.
Yo, that was obviously, yes, I was looking at Paris Campbell. It shows the last person I looked at there. I was seeing, because with luck, that's an interesting pick, but I don't know there, Paris Campbell. I obviously need a receiver. One of my picks in this will be a receiver. I'm just trying to figure out which receiver I'm going to pick. And I think I know who I'm going to get here. Anthony Zaragoza. I think I'm going to go with a rookie receiver right here. One that went a lot higher in drafts before today, but is still just kind of lingering around.
You just gave your pick up to Bobby Cables.
That's definitely not my pick, and I believe that Bobby Cables is a New York Giants fan. I just think he doesn't want to say it on live television. But I do think he is that fan. I'm going to take a receiver here who I am high on. He's a rookie. I think there's not a lot of receivers on this team that are better than him. And there is a tight end that everyone loves that I don't love on this team as well. So I'm going to go ahead and take Mr. Deebo Samuel.
Really?
Right here as a receiver that I think could turn heads this year and be, may I say, a Michael Thomas his rookie season.
You're double down on this Kittle thing, huh?
Of this year.
Like you're all.
How beautiful was that? You could hear the noise of me drafting Deebo Samuel in that moment. It's beautiful. Still so many quarterbacks on the board. What the heck?
You're killing yourself, Ed.
I am so upset. I could have had a better receiver during that time. So I got a minute left here. I'm looking at receivers. Who am I going to get? I know everyone wants me to get. But I'm going to take another rookie here just because it's this late in the draft. He's kind of fallen. And I think he could also end up being the number one receiver by the end of the year. I like DK Metcalf here. I do like DK Metcalf here. I like him in general, but his injury kind of hurts me a little bit.
Well, plus his history. He's had issues when he was at Ole Miss. The potential's there, but man, there's just
yeah. So maybe you just go with the Cootie. Maybe just go with the Kuti and play it safe here. I'm going to do that. I'm going to go with the Kuti. Will Fuller can't stay healthy. Kuti can't stay healthy. One of them has to be healthy. One of them has to get targets. Fuller went in round 5 or 6. I'll take Kuti in the 12.
And there's Bobby.
Bobby Cables just takes Metcalf right after. He's just
Show.
And I could listen to his laugh right now in his car as he's driving through Boston or Massachusetts.
Or wherever.
It's cool. I'm taking QT right there. I like the QT better because the QT is a slot receiver. Let's see what happens.
But looking back, but that's a toss-up. I still think it's hard not to fall in love with Metcalf's his physical talents, the size, the
yes.
speed. But man,
he is a lovely man. Yes,
he's a lovely. Yes, he is. There's Kyle Rudolph. Yeah.
So
that one hurts.
As my team started, I was really happy with my team. Now, there's a lot of ifs. There's a lot of ifs going on for sure. With my bench being Singletary, Thompson, one of them has to hit, and Kuti, Samuel, one of them has to hit. But my starting lineup is solid without bye weeks and no injuries.
Okay.
Mayfield, Smith, Schuster, Michael Thomas, Samuel, Henry, Fournette, McDonald, and Johnson Jr. That's a solid starting lineup. The bench, though,
You know what?
much to be had there.
Hey, if someone marries me, there's hope for that.
Yes, we know. Coach Bill O'Brien said that Kiki Kuti is trending in the right direction and could play week 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. So therefore, maybe Kuti could be a sneaky pick there in the 12th round as a nice Kalen Ballage going. Was that you?
Yeah,
Were you going with the Ballage? You're really reaching for Ballage. I mean, for running backs there.
Excuse me. No, you know what? It's just Kenyon Drake, for whatever reason, this whole injury thing. Obviously, he'll be healthy week 1, but I don't know.
Garoppolo going.
Kenny Ballage. I think Kenny Ballage, if he can take over that spot as my running back 4-5, if he hits, great. If not, he'll be probably one of my first guys I drop. I don't know. It's slim pickings right now, but there are still some nice options.
I'm going to predict that in this round, in round 13, there's going to be a huge quarterback run. Huge. I'm talking 6 picks in the round will be quarterbacks. Half the round. I mean, Hines just went. You still got Newton, Jackson, Winston, Prescott, Roethlisberger, Trubisky, Cousins, Brady, Allen, Darnold, Stafford, Carr. All still on the board. Goff, here it comes. Here it comes. Goff just went. So this is going to be a quarterback run. 4 of the next 6 picks will be quarterbacks.
You know what's going to suck? To see what running back or what quarterback's available in the last round. That's going to hurt the worst.
It's going to be, who I love too, is Matthew Stafford. It's just suddenly always there all the time in the last round. Anthony Miller.
Gio Bernard. I like Gio Bernard. That's a good pick.
Right there. Yes, sneaky little pick there. Sneaky little picks are the ones that drive me crazy. I still got 3 bench spots, defense, and kicker.
Can we make pickups prior to week 1? So if we don't select a quarterback or a defense or kicker?
Yes. I have not picked this is my 3rd redraft league so far. I got 3 more to go. Then I'm in like a ton of dynasty leagues with 2 quarterbacks. But this is, I have not drafted a kicker or a defense in any one of those leagues.
Strategy.
Mm-hmm. Well, because they haven't done cuts yet. Like Elijah McGuire just got cut from the Jets, and I would like to think a lot of people drafted him, or that changes how they feel about other players on it. You know what I mean? Like, you never know what's going to happen. There's still a chance LaShawn McCoy gets cut tomorrow. Like, there's still that chance.
You're holding hope on that one, huh?
If it does, I'm golden, man. Because I got Singletary and everything. Ted Ginn Jr. Is he still playing football? Ted Ginn Jr.?
He is, and he's a guy that is like the de facto number 2.
Oh, yes. I know exactly who I'm picking next then. And you do too.
Yes.
Another kicker off the board, Butker. Let's see what Josh does here. I'm thinking Josh is going to go, I'm going to guess.
Kicker.
No, he's not that type of player.
Well, he did go defense right now.
No, he didn't. Oh, he did. He was the Chargers defense. Oh. Okay. Without Derwin James. That's an extra touchdown a game, to be honest. That's how big of a player he is.
A touchdown swing?
I'm just saying, he's that good of a player. In that safety position over the top, he could come in and play running or linebacker too. That's tough, man. I like Adrian Phillips, but he's no Derwin James. Man, the anticipation from this pick is killing me right now.
I know. We got to get through this, guys. We got to finish before 9 o'clock, guys. That's
Let's go.
Line.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Justin Jackson from the Chargers. That's a double Chargers for the Tater Tots there. Will's team is up and on the clock here. Looking at Will's team, he's done some interesting things, sniping people from their handcuffs and getting Mixon fallen to him in order to take Mahomes and having that 1-2 punch of McCaffrey. Was it McCaffrey, Mixon, and Mahomes?
Yep,
in
McCaffrey,
third.
Mixon. You guys, Tony Pollard.
Jimmy Graham. Fox in the henhouse, who was Mixon administration last year. Looking for something. By the way, I'm going to be right back. I am going to do some research. Anthony, now's your time to shine, buddy. Shine away.
Oh, this is going to be the worst viewing ratings at this point. You guys have to realize that everything that I say, you do the complete opposite. As I watch Edward once again take off his shirt. I don't know what he's doing, but somehow that's how he gets ready for these drafts, guys. He goes into his happy spot, takes his shirt off, grabs his armpit hair, and that's how he rolls. But Ronald Jones, Ronald Jones here, he's a guy you wish would do more. You know, a lot of dynasty teams last year in the rookie drafts selected him in the top 5 because of his spot, his positioning. Talent-wise, I don't know, man. I'm a big Payne Barber fan because he's boring, but that one could hurt. We'll see. Hollywood Brown off the board. Man, can you believe that, Edward, when you get back on, that this guy was drafted in the first round? Hollywood Brown. I don't even know. It's unreal.
Anthony there goes, I am back. Thank you. I was doing some quick research here on my next pick. I do have 2 picks coming up in the 13th and 14th round. 13 being my lucky number, no Keenan Allen included.
Wow.
Anthony, I did realize one thing while I was doing my research there is that thank God I'm here. Just kidding, buddy. I love you. You did a great job. That was good.
What in the... you're roasting me. Yeah, don't ever do that again.
Deer in headlights, my friend. Deer in headlights. It's okay. I still love you.
I hope you guys like fantasy football.
Can you believe that Hollywood Brown went in the first round? Oh! I couldn't stay away long enough. Oh my God!
Hey, there's your guy right there. I knew you were gonna get it.
Oh! 2 girlies, 1 cup. Just took my Traquan Smith. My life is over.
What is your major malfunction, numbnuts?
My major malfunction is I took Deebo Samuel before Traquan Smith. That was that. One going right there. But there's still plenty of receivers on the board.
There's a lot.
There's not. There's 0.
Oh, I like what I see right now, brother.
Mike Davis continually gets picked up, and I don't know what people know that I don't. House Gomer, by the way, the only female in the group, just went Jacksonville Jaguars. It's good to see that females actually watch this show because I didn't think any of them did that weren't named Mrs. Zaragoza or Mrs. Rouse. So that's good. That's good news. Females, yes. Okay. Jacksonville Jaguars. Bobby Cable on the clock here. I think
Bobby Giants defense.
Oh, man. Wide receiver again. The Paris Campbell pick is looking pretty good right now. I'm not going to lie. There are a few actually receivers. Now that I look at this, there are some sneaky receivers still kind of sitting around. With Brown going right now, I'm going to look at my running backs and see what I have to choose from. Good thing I took those running backs when I did because there are shit for running backs left. That is no lie. An apostrophe Keel, Harry, is still available here. But then again, the Josh Gordon situation kind of ruins that a little bit. Paris Campbell, of course, the Andrew Luck situation ruins that there. Got to go receiver here. I think I'm going to go another guy that's an upside guy that could work out for me or not. Why not? I'm going to go Mecole Hardman, who could be a huge asset to the Kansas City Chiefs.
No, when he was selected by the Chiefs before this whole Tyreek Hill situation finally worked itself out, people were high on him as the next number 2 in that Chiefs offense. So I think the upside's still there. And man, if you imagine if Sammy gets hurt like he usually does, he just steps into
the
that
guy.
role.
Yeah. So I'll take him as my number 5 receiver. Why not?
Lottery tickets. Right now.
I could take a quarterback here and just get a good solid backup, but then I feel like it's a waste because there's so many quarterbacks left. And it's like I could another receiver, the running backs left are just strictly just terrible. Elijah McGuire is available.
The funny thing is, Edward, we did a dynasty draft, a redraft not too long ago, where I think you were the last team to pick a quarterback, and it was a 2-quarterback league.
Yes,
and
it was.
You drafted a quarterback sooner in this one in a 1-quarterback league.
No,
I
think that one I drafted Mayfield in the 3rd, and then I didn't draft a second. I was the last person to draft a second quarterback. I ended up with Stafford. I ended up with Stafford really late, which I still like this time. Oh crap! I got to make a pick.
Oh, yeah. My plan worked.
My running back is. I'm done. Oh, who'd I go with?
Yeah.
Minnesota defense.
Diversion.
That just happened. Okay. Well,
what happens when you're pillow talking, bud. You're pillow talking.
Trying to produce a show, be the host of a show, do a fantasy football draft, and deal with Anthony Zaragoza sometimes results in the Minnesota defense being on your team. But, to be honest, I'm not too mad at that.
We're going to get defenses in round 16. You're 2 rounds early. It's not... It could be worse.
I mean, there's nothing left. It's slim pickings here. These are players that... Come on, let's be real. We got 7 minutes left till the show ends. Aguilar was a good pick. I would have liked that one. Yeah. I was also looking at Devontae Parker. I know I say that every year. Some other players I was looking at real quick because we got to end soon. Paris Campbell, still looking at him. N'Keal Harry, he's still there. I mean, will Josh Gordon make it the whole season? Will Edelman be healthy the whole season? A lot of questions to be answered. I also like Adam Humphries in being a slot guy. The slot guy that Marcus Mariota's never had, which he had at Oregon, which made him so successful. He's never had at Tennessee. Adam Humphries is sneaky. Over 70 receptions last year for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Could be a force to be reckoned with here in the PPR leagues as well. Other receivers was kind of looking at in that spot was Andy Isabella for Arizona. I like where he's at. Keyshawn Johnson for Arizona. A lot of running backs or receivers from Arizona in the right spot. A.J. Brown from Tennessee also in that like. If Mariota gets it figured out, guys, there's a lot of love to be had there. Randall Cobb in the Dallas situation is intriguing to me, of course, because he takes over. What was the ginger guy that was on the team last year that's now on Buffalo?
The rapper in Buffalo, Mr. Cole Beasley.
Cole Beasley, that's right. Cobb steps right in Cole Beasley's shoes, the same routes, the same style, everything, but a better receiver. So I also like that Cobb situation, except for I ended up with the defense of Minnesota. But so there's plenty of options there as well. 6 minutes left, so we're going to go to running backs that are still left. We're around 14 here. As far as running backs are concerned, Benny Snell Jr. for Pittsburgh, still there. Rookie, great rookie out of Kentucky. Solid running back. Has a chance there with an injury. So there you go. That's why I drafted running backs as early as I did. So moving into tight ends, still a lot of tight ends available. Here's one I like, Jack Doyle. Eric Ebron was an Andrew Luck prodigy. He was an Andrew Luck tight end target. Jack Doyle was the year before Brissett target. Jack Doyle could sneakily end up being a better tight end than Eric Ebron this year in that system with Brissett, a tight end you may want to look for as a backup. Darren Waller, of course, is a sleeper for Oakland. Everyone's looking at tight end there. Noah Fant for Denver as well. Chris Herndon could be great when he comes back from suspension. We're still trying to figure out
how pick Alexander Matt. Mm-hmm.
Good there. Good there. Of course, the backup to Delvin Cook. As far as tight ends after that, Ian Thomas for Carolina maybe could be a good one. We're running low there. Quarterback still left on the board: Cam Newton, Lamar Jackson, Jameis Winston, Dak Prescott, Ben Roethlisberger, Mitchell Trubisky, Kirk Cousins, Tom Brady. 3/4 of the quarterbacks are still remaining in this league. I definitely messed up there. So what I'm going to do here is we got to end the show here shortly. My defense is solidified, thanks to Anthony.
Yes, awesome.
I'm looking at my running backs here with Henry and Fournette and Duke Johnson. And then I got Singletary and Thompson, so one of those guys have to hit. I pick up Samuel, Kuti, and Hardman. So I'm probably going to go with my backup quarterback and a handcuff coming up to my next pick. And hopefully it gets there, and I'll probably end the show after.
Don't get a backup quarterback, Edward. You can't do it, bud. You cannot double down.
Justin Watson just got a good grab with Alex Madison. Does Justin Watson get Delvin Cook?
Well,
let's look that up.
Let me do some research for you real quick.
Do some research on that one.
No, he did not.
Okay, so he's going in my Darwin Thompson and Singletary.
Dalvin Cook went to Suck Mike Ditka.
Nice. Suck Mike Ditka. That's such a great name. How did I not think of that?
Family-friendly name right there.
It's a very family-friendly league. 2 girlies, 1 cup. Suck Mike. Yeah, we're definitely family friendly. She may field a chub.
And round 14.
Well, man, you might as well handcuff him with Will Greer.
Oh my God!
Cleveland defense just went.
This was a great time, Edward.
It was. Fun, it's been fun. It's been 2 hours coming up. I think Facebook will kick us off at 2. I think they're going to kick us off soon, to be honest. So we'll hopefully it gets to my round 15 pick, and then we'll end it from there. I'm not going to tell anyone who I'm picking because Bobby Cables likes to steal my picks. But
tell Bobby to go to sleep, man. It's almost midnight over there. Go to sleep.
There's the Adam
Bobby.
Humphries I was just talking about. There's the Keyshawn Johnson. Coming to your pick here, Anthony, soon. 4 picks away. What are you looking at around 15 that could possibly make or break your team here?
If it's making or breaking my team right now, I've screwed up the previous rounds.
That's a good point.
I'm going to go wide receiver here. Yeah, it looks pretty I don't want to say it. I'm hoping he's still there. Jalen Richard there. Will Lutz is a kicker. N'Keal Harry, man. I think right now with where we're at in the draft, yeah, Josh Gordon's there, Julian Edelman, but Tom Brady loves spreading the ball around, and I think someone like Harry with his talent base, if I could hold on to him while he gets through his injury stuff.
Well, just think about 2 weeks ago, he was going in round 8 or 9.
Yeah.
So
how fast things turn, but he's still a super talented guy, and usually talent prevails. We've talked about that on the show a lot. Talent will prevail.
Devin
So
Funches. All right, you're on the board here. So here you go. You gonna go with him? Might as well take it.
I think I have to.
Yeah, take a chance.
Hey, if someone marries me, there's hope for Harry.
If someone marries me,
Interesting defensive
there's
pick. I
hope
like it.
for there.
Well, Lottie frickin' duh!
The problem with last year was we pre-gamed like 2 hours before the
We
draft.
did pregame with
that was bad.
with IPAs.
Lord. And I drink Modelo's, and those IPAs.
Yeah, suck
let's just-
Mike Ditka is on the clock here.
Yeah, let's just say when I got home, Sarah was like, "What the freak is wrong with you?"
we it's like 1 a.m. That was pre-baby.
This is post-baby now. Now post-baby
Now-
is 9 p.m.
Now we're post-baby.
Let's get-
I'm
let's
trying to
get
end
these
this
two
show.
picks.
I got a bath. I got to put this baby to bed. I got to wake up. I got stuff to do tomorrow. I got to run some errands, Home Depot, maybe Bed Bath & Beyond. Don't know if I have enough time. I got shoes to pick up. I got to go to the post office. Got a lot going on, man. A lot going on.
Hey, man, but this was a blast, Edward, as usual.
Ben Roethlisberger. I'm just waiting to get to my picks here.
Big Ben in round 15. I hate this.
Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? Hold on. Mayfield's by week 7. God damn it! I gotta do it. It's gotta do it. And I'm gonna do it.
This, man. Follow it. The heart's pumping.
We'll see if Bobby doesn't steal my pick like he's done like 3 million times tonight. Bobby, what do you want from the Njoku? I got Vance McDonald.
There's Dak.
Okay. All right. Well, you know what? Not everybody. Some people have higher expectations than others. That's fine. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to get my handcuff to my running back. So now my Fournette thing is good there. And then I'm going to do this just because I'm intrigued. Lamar Jackson as my backup quarterback. That's right. Lamar Jackson.
High upside.
High upside, him and Mayfield. Maybe Mayfield doesn't pan out. Maybe Lamar Jackson pans out. I don't know. We'll see how it works out. But coming to, we got 1 round remaining, and I'm going to be a spoiler alert. It's going to be a kicker for me. Because as you can see, that's all I have left. So my kicker is probably going to be Bagley or for the Chargers. Whatever. I'm a Chargers fan. Kicker's not too worried about. Overall impression so far of what you've seen, what you've learned tonight, what you think you can go into. We still got a whole weekend ahead of us, and Labor Day and drafts before next Thursday.
We got another draft too coming up.
We got a draft. I got 2 drafts. I'm gonna be doing 2 drafts. I'm gonna have my tablet and my phone at the same time. I'm gonna be double fisting like this.
Well, I think the easiest thing we can learn from this draft is we always wait on quarterbacks, and we did not do that here.
No, we didn't.
And that hurts.
Like, I could have had Lamar Jackson as my number 1 and had a better receiver at that point and been completely satisfied with that.
Yes.
That was a big miss. But, like I said, when you're constantly doing 2 quarterback leagues where they're so important, it hits you in the face. It hits you in the mouth. It hits you in the mouth. So that's what I learned tonight. Wish everyone luck in the league. I love all of you. Thank you, Bobby, for calling in. Thank you for the other 2 calls that called in that I couldn't get through. I'm trying. I'm learning new things. Thank you guys for watching the show and listening. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy doing this. I'm doing the best I can. I got a baby now. I got work. I got work in fantasy sports. It's the middle of the busiest weekend in fantasy sports every year with football coming up. Got college football going on. We got everything. Love. By the way, more picks on my Twitter. I'm going to be giving away college football betting picks the rest of the season like I did with basketball. Crush basketball. Crush it with me. I want to help you guys win. That's why I'm here. That's why Anthony's here. Because we love you. We love fantasy sports. And we love doing this. Anthony at Zaragoza. Anthony on Twitter. The man, the myth, the legend. Check him out. Thank you so much for joining me. What are your last words, bud?
Last words, man. In the great words of my hero, John Gruden, knock if you hear me. Knock if you're with me, bud.
All right, buddy.
Hard
Thanks,
knocks, brother.
And my words, what I'm saying is we'll see you next Wednesday night, the night before the season starts. We'll have a complete recap of this draft, grading every team. Plus, we're going to do our season preview of the NFL season, who's going to win each division, who's going to win the MVP awards and all the awards, and who's going to win the Super Bowl. The NFL preview show from Wednesday Night Rants next Wednesday night. Same channel, same time, 8:30 Pacific Standard Time on Wednesday. Thanks, everyone, for joining us. I hope you enjoyed the draft. Good luck, everyone, in the draft. Thank you for your money. I'm going to enjoy to take it, and I'm going to buy a TV with it. Until next time, always remember, spay and neuter your pets. Boom.